Hey guys, it's Andrew here. Welcome to Friendly Fitness. The focus tonight is the old glutes. And you know what? You're not going to need anything except your left gluteus maximus and your right gluteus maximus. Two gluteus maximuses or maximi. I haven't looked into it that far, but you get the gist. So, body weight only. However, I do have my two medium dumbbells there just in case. So, sometimes you're doing some squats, and even though it's gonna be pretty challenging as is, if you're just like, come on, I only live once, I wanna really challenge myself tonight, by all means, grab either one or two of those dumbbells. But enough about that. Big body weight exercise, and the longest rest we're getting is 30 seconds. So it's just gonna be like, go, go, go. Oh my gosh, just like this intro, right? You know, Andrew, when are you gonna get to the relax and get into it, okay? So before we get into it, we gotta get warmed up. It's only gonna be a 5-minute warm-up, although it's pretty hot outside. I'm feeling pretty warm already, but that's not a legit warm-up. So we're gonna do this starting on the floor. I've also got my water bottle and I've got a towel because I'm gonna be using that. Lots of honest sweat is gonna be pouring out of this brow tonight. But first exercise is a cat-cow. I'm not starting the timer just yet, but I'm just gonna round my back out and then arch my back and just kind of feel that spinal mobility thing going on. We're gonna start that real soon. In fact, we're gonna start it in, oh, sorry, what was that? No, sorry, I don't have time for that. Guys, let's rock and roll in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, cat-cow. Round it out, arch it. Remember, we're just here to get loose. So, you know, if that means doing this with a lesser range of motion, that's totally sweet. But let's just do our best. Let's see what we got. And because we're spending so much time with the glutes tonight, we're gonna do the fire hydrant and take care of this left hip. So here it comes. So, fire hydrant. Left leg out, get it behind you, then bring it down. And then instead of doing that again, I'm just gonna reverse the direction of that motion. So out I go, bring it behind you, down, behind, out to the side, and down. You don't have to keep tempo with me on this one. Do it at your own tempo and just see what the body needs. We will be coming back to this one pretty soon, but get ready for the other side right now. So back I go, out to the side, down. I started that in the opposite direction as I did the first one, but that's okay, right? Andrew, I'm unsubscribing from your channel. That was ridiculous. Anyway, let's just loosen up those hips. Oof. We're about to stand up and do the old, I can't read this. Oh, we're doing a deadlift next. So it's just gonna be body weight. So, on your feet, keep a good posture, slight bend in the knees, and then just hinge forward. Feel that nice tension all along the back of the legs and the glutes. Come up and flex the butt. So take your time on the way down, doesn't have to be deep. Boom. I could totally go further down if I rounded out my spine, but we're doing our best to keep good posture. Whew. And then come on back up. We're about to do something a bit more dynamic. The alternating knee raise. Here we go. So I'm gonna be getting my knees up one at a time, but let's put those hands behind the head and try to keep a good tempo on this one. And please don't like bonk yourself in the knee with your elbow or in the elbow with your knee, whichever's worse. But let's get that nice twist in, engaging some obliques, some core muscles, and just getting those bodies moving so we can do some real exercise soon. But let's do all that again. Back down we go for the cat-cow. Rounding out. Whew. Arch in the back. Taking your time. We're never hurrying through this. I like to take a nice deep breath in each position. Just to let my lungs give me a little bit of a bonus stretch. But let's do that fire hydrant again. So left side, out, back, down, reverse direction. Boom. Really getting those hips opened up. Super mobile. Life is good. Ugh. Almost time for the other side. Here we go. 2 seconds away. All right, let's take care of it. Out we go, back we go, down we go. I did it right this time. All right, I'll resubscribe it. Thank you. So, just keep the upper body as still as you can. I leaned a little bit on that last rep, but that's just because I was trying to be funny and focusing on the joke instead of the exercise. It's not the right way to do it. Or is it? Whatever. So let's just get in the zone. Almost time to stand up. Take care of some deadlifts. There it is. Up we go. Let's see those good deadlifts. Good posture. We go forward to whatever depth we want. I'm stopping when I feel that nice tension on the back of my legs. And then up I go, flex the bum. Down we go. Feel it. Whew, maybe we're going a little bit deeper than we did last time. Up to you. There is no right depth. Just listen to your body. Almost time to get those knees up. All right. So let's get them up one at a time, hands behind the head. Relatively high tempo on this one. Just getting those muscles loose. Whew. Maybe get the heart rates up a little bit. Whew. We have 12 seconds until the longest rest of this workout. It's gonna be 30 seconds long. Luxury. 3 seconds. Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna get a quick sip of water just because I'm wagging my tongue over here a little bit, right? I think that's the expression. But anyways, so we're gonna be doing 4-minute blocks of work. First minute, glutes. Second minute, core. Third minute, glutes. Fourth minute, core. Perfect. So the first one we're gonna do is, check this out. We're doing a single-legged hip bridge, but narrow feet. Here we go. Get your hips up, and then extend your right leg, pause, bring it back. Extend your left leg, pause, bring it back. All the while, try to keep those hips as still as possible. We're about to do something pretty crazy. So feel those hamstrings, those glutes, working hard. In just a few seconds, I'm gonna go for a wider stance. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go into a wide stance. Put your hands on the floor, and then let's try it again. Oh, the body wants to fall over this time. Oh, so let's keep our hips as still as we can. Oh, and not let that happen. Woo. If I didn't have my arms on the floor, I'd probably roll over and take out the camera, knowing my luck. That's why I got them down here. Coming up though, we're doing some core. Here it comes. Sprinter sit up. So I'm gonna go up, reach from opposite foot, bring it down, alternate. Let's take care of it. Boom. You can always limit the range of motion. You don't have to go very far up. You can aim for the knee, like so. You can even keep the shoulder blades on the ground and bring that foot to you. Whatever, your call. But for the next 5 seconds, let's keep it up. I'm about to do a static crunch though. Knee tuck, here we go. One knee at a time, gets close to your chest. I like to kind of cradle that knee a little bit. You can even pull it into your chest, but feel that unique spike in the burn. Whew, as you get that chest close to that knee. That's some serious core work that we're doing tonight, because we're all about being serious. 3 seconds, and then I'm doing that hip bridge business again. Here it is, narrow stance, hips up, one leg out, bring it back, alternate, boom. Try not to let those hips sink. I see you, don't let them sink. Perfect, keep doing that. But we're about to go into that wide stance where we definitely want those hands down. Go. All right, wide stance, hands on the floor. Up. Poof. Huh. Doing my best to keep those hips as still as possible. But man, it's not easy. It's like having a table with only 3 legs.
wants to fall over. But if that table has strong glutes, it's not gonna happen. Just kidding, there's a bit more to it than that. But you know what I'm saying. Here we go. Whew, sprinter sit up. Up for that opposite foot, back down. We've got less than a minute until we get a sweet 30-second rest. So do whatever range of motion you want as we go up, slowing the way down. Less than 10 seconds until the alternating knee tuck from a static crunch position. Here we go. All right, static crunch, one knee in, alternate. Whew. You can put the foot on the floor before the other knee comes close to you if you want to. It's up to you, but if you're feeling good, try hovering that heel above the ground and extending that leg. 10 seconds until some rest. Love it. Well done, guys. Block number 1 done. Now we just got to do. Anyway, let's talk about something else. So we're about to do something called a pronated leg raise. We're going to be doing a lot of this stuff sort of facing the ground. So I can have my elbows on the floor, I can have my hands like this, but try to get the legs up behind you and then back down. This is a pretty tough one, working those glutes. Let's go. Up we go, back down. Up. Whew. Try to go for that slight pause at the top. You can have your hands here if you want to. And if that's not feeling good, get one leg up, then the other. So whatever works, let's hit it. Whew. It's not a big range of motion, but man, those glutes are doing like all the work. Almost time for some bird dog. There it is. So hands and knees on the ground. Let's get one arm opposite leg up and then bring it back. Boom. Here's the deal though. When that leg is going up, try to keep it as straight as you can. I was doing some experimenting earlier, and if I keep that bend in it like so, it feels a little bit easier. But if I get it straight and then get it up, oh man, booty burn, here we come. All right, let's do some core. We're going into a plank toe tap. So hit that plank position, tap out with the left foot, tap out with the right. While we do this, whoop, off the deck I go, keep those hips as still as you can. Whew. And it's not a hurried exercise. Nice and slow, nice and dramatic. Almost time for a plank punch. Here we go. Let's stay in that plank position. Punch out with one hand, punch out with the other. You can do this on your elbows, or you can do it on your palms, but try to minimize the swing of those hips as best you can. I'm putting my hand out because I don't feel like making a fist, but you can if you want to. All right, down we go. Let's do that big double leg raise again. Oh my gosh. We can rest at the bottom of every rep. But see what you can do on the way up. Can you get a slight pause in there? I don't know. It's pretty tough. But you're pretty tough. So what's the problem? Bird dog. Right now. Hands and knees, trying to keep that reverse leg straight as it goes up and down. Hips ain't going nowhere. Keep them as still as possible. And if the balance isn't with us tonight, you can always keep both hands down and just get those legs up. One at a time, of course. Trust me, I tried it with both legs at the same time. Not pretty. All right, let's go into a plank. Toe tap, going out with the left, boom. And then with the right. You can do this on the knees if you want to. But do keep those hips still, and let's not hurry it. less than a minute until our short recovery. All right, let's do that plank punch. Hup. Poof. Trying to spend a little bit of extra time in the air with that one hand, just to make the core do a little bit more. Here we go. Well done, guys. All right, take 30 seconds. Whew. We're gonna be a little bit more upright on this next one. Whoa. All right, it's working. Whew. So, the squat matrix. This is where those dumbbells are optional. I'm gonna take one. I'm gonna hold it close to my chest. And I'm gonna do a relatively narrow stance squat. And then I'm gonna walk it out just a little bit. Here we go. And then from here, I'm going into a wide stance sumo squat. And then I'm gonna bring it back. Narrow stance. Walk it out a bit. Walk it out a bit more. Point those toes out. And then walk it in a little bit. Walk it in a little bit more. Whew. 5 seconds, and I'm doing a split stance. Or sorry, a split squat. All right, check it out. I'm gonna keep this thing. My right foot is going behind me. Eyes up, chest out. And those feet aren't going anywhere. But I'm trying to get that knee close to the floor. And then back up. Whew. Take a slight pause at the top. Flex those glutes. We're not doing the other side just yet, but it's coming. So remember which foot is behind you. We're gonna change it up later. Coming up, the knee tuck. Well done, let's get down on the floor. So I'm sitting down, hands on the floor, knees close, knees away. Try a slight pause at the top. You control the range of motion on this one. You can always rest those feet on the floor if you want to, but let's just do our best. We've got an alternating toe reach coming up in like 3 seconds. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna stay more or less sitting up, and now reach for a 1 foot, alternate. Let's go. Right hand to left foot, left hand to right foot. You can experiment with this one. You can keep the legs as straight as you can like I'm doing. You can bend the knees. If you want a bit of a challenge, try to make the contact point up, nice and high. Almost like bringing the leg to you. We're about to do a squat matrix again, but with a twist. Here we go. All right, we're gonna be doing 1.5 squats this time. So I wanna see a slight bounce at the bottom. Narrow stance, bounce, up, a bit wider, bounce at the bottom, up, wide stance, bounce at the bottom. Boom, start to bring it in. Let's see that bounce. Whew. Narrow stance, keeping those feet nice and flat on the floor. All right, almost time for that split stance. I said that last time, the split squat. All right, whew. So I put my right foot behind me last time, putting the left this time. Eyes up, here we go. You can go to whatever depth you want. Try to flex those glutes at the top. Feel it. Some core coming up. Love it. Putting that thing down. Knee tuck. Here we go. Let's get them close. Put them away. Keeping that breathing. I'm gasping. Whew. It's just because nature's so beautiful. It's taking my breath away. Here we go. Alternating toe touch. Experiment with this one again, but I'm still gonna try to go for that high reach. If you want a bit of a challenge, lean back a little bit at the end of every rep. In like 10 seconds. I'm getting some rest. Here we go. 3 seconds. Oh, love it. Okay, get a sip of water. I need it. Hope you do too. Ah, I got nailed by a mosquito on my left shoulder. Can't wait to scratch it later. Woo, all right. So we're gonna do one more block before repeating all of it. We're gonna start with doing a good morning. Get that medium dumbbell close to your chest or body weight. Slight bend in the knees. Remember that deadlift we did in the warm up? Let's do it. But let's keep that dumbbell close to our chest. Keep that perfect posture. Zero rounding of the spine. And give all the work to the hamstrings and the glutes. We gotta keep that dumbbell close. Ha. Hanging in there. Coming up, we got the, what is that? Sumo pulse. Dig it. Oh man, I wish I hadn't read that. Ignorance is bliss. Here we go. Keeping this thing close to the chest or body weight. Wide stance, toes out, and then let's just bounce. Whew. So keep those feet nice and flat upon the floor. I'm not doing squats right now. I'm not doing reps. I'm just doing a slight pulse, a slight bounce, close to the bottom of my range of motion. Feet nice and flat. We're about to get on the floor with this dumbbell or without. Oh, finally. All right, let's do a Russian twist. On the ground. Got that dumbbell, left side, right side. Boom. Now you can do this with the heels on the ground. If you're feeling good, get them up. I'm gonna do this kind of slowly because I'm kind of failing to keep my feet as still as possible. About to do a pullover to a leg raise with the dumbbell. Dude, this carnivorous mosquito's gonna get me. All right, taking that dumbbell, back I go. Check it out. Legs up, arms up, slow on the way back. Try your best to keep both legs and arms nice and straight. Keep that lower back pressed down. Option is to bend the elbows and the knees. That's legit. Totally up to you. But let's hang in there until we're done, which we are. So let's come on up. Good morning. Whew. Or good evening. Anyways, down we go. Really trying to keep my posture just pristine. That means keeping the chest out. It means getting those shoulders back. Flexing the glutes to the top. Whew. Try this without a dumbbell if you want. But here we go. Let's do that pulse. Sumo squat. Wide stance, toes out. Down we go. And let's stay here. Just a little bounce of Ruby-Doo. Man, if I keep this up, which I'm going to, my glute's gonna feel like that girl in the Alicia Keys song. Whew. Anyway, 5 seconds. Here comes the core. 2, 1. Ha! Russian twist. Down we go. Last minute before we get our recovery. I'm gonna try this with my heels on the floor and just opt for a slightly greater tempo. So keep that good posture while we get that weight from side to side. You can limit the range of motion as much as you want. You can even do it without a dumbbell. It's still pretty challenging. But let's hang in there for another 3 seconds. Here we go. Love it. Let's do that pullover. Arms like straight. Up we go. Slow on the way back. Really doing my best. Let's keep that lower back pressed down. It's not easy though. And if you ever want to limit the range of motion, that's fine. Oh, love that sound. Woo. Not that sound, the beep. So guys, we are gonna do all that again. I can't tell you how tempting it is just to just to copy paste the work I just did, change the lighting, change the music a little bit, and then say I did it twice. But man, I'm going for it. Alternating single leg, bridge. Let's do it. Narrow stance, hips up. We know all about this one. Hop, pause, bring it back. Boom. Really going for that pause. Really going to keep those hips up. I'm feeling a bit of fatigue down here, so I'm going to start drooping, but I don't want to. As long as I'm fighting it, that's okay. Get ready for wide stance. There it is, wide stance. Hands on the floor, up, down. Whew. Really fighting to keep the hips centered. Use those strong arms to brace that body. Whew. Just like you use those strong arms to embrace somebody. Anyways, hanging in there. All right, let's do those sprinter sit-ups. Up, reach for the opposite foot, back down. Big twist of that upper body. On the way up, whew. Slow on the way back. Whew. Man, we got this. I'm not sure if I'm feeling a second wind or just wind, you know, but whatever it is, feels good. I won't turn it down. Get ready for that alternating knee tuck. There it is. Static crunch. One knee in, other side. Whew. Just cradling that knee, trying to get it close to the chest. Whew. Magic school bus or something. All right, almost time for glutes again. Last time we're doing these hip bridges. I'd say I can't wait, but I kind of like them. Here we go. Narrow stance, hips up, keep them up. Boom, right leg out, left leg out. Keeping those hips up the whole time. And really try to straighten that leg out for that pause. Almost time for wide stance. All right, wide stance. Keeping them up. Here we go. Now those arms are playing a big role. Huh. If I ever get into theater production, it's going to be called The Bakery Shop. And everybody, all the actors, are going to play a big role. Anyways, keep it up. Dude, that was like my funniest one yet. Let's do a sprinter sit-up. Up we go, reach for the opposite foot. Man. Oh, getting that big twist in at the top, feeling the obliques contributing, and then slow on the way down. Less than a minute until a short rest. Here we go. Alternating knee tuck. Right now, knee in, alternate. I don't know why I said that with an accent, but whatever. Alternate. Really trying to get that knee close. Trying not to rely too much on the arms, but I'm not turning down their help. Just to get that extra bit of core burn. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Love it. All right, take a 30-second rest. Whew. So we're about to do that plank block, but I'm not doing anything. So I get a little bit of this. I wish it was coffee from this morning, but it ain't. Guys, 8 seconds, and then we're getting that big pronated leg raise in. So down we go. We're getting a raise today. Up and down. Not a big range of motion. Push those hands into the ground. You can bend the knees if you want to. And get those things up. Probably should have said that in the last time, but that's okay. We're all friends here. Getting ready for that bird dog. Oh, I'm ready for it. So, trying to keep that leg straight as you go up, and then alternate. Hips remain still. No problems here. Boom. Almost time for that plank. All right, let's go into that plank position. On the knees or the toes, try to keep that straight line through the body. Tap with one foot out, and then the other. Whew. I tried to avoid saying tap out, because if someone told me that right now, I'd be like, you got it. And just flop down on the mat. Ugh. But we're not gonna do that. No way. We're tapping that foot out and keeping those hips still. Get ready for the punch. Here we go. Holding that strong plank. Punch out. Bring it back. Alternate. Bring it back. Whew. Trying not to count the drops of sweat flying off my forehead. Although, it's pretty satisfying when it lands in exactly the same spot. I love it. Whew. It's like a screensaver bouncing into the corner. Here we go. All right. Oh, don't mind if I do. Let's do that leg raise. Last time we're doing it tonight. Up and down. Pause at the bottom. Big reach. Try that pause if you can, if you dare, but listen to your body. Bird dog, where are you? There it is. So I was about to do one more rep also, but I was like, nope. Anyway, let's get that alternating bird dog in. We're good. We got just over a minute left in this block. We're getting very close to the end, by the way. So let's just hang in there, have a good time, and take care of business. These glutes. All right. What's next? Oh yeah, the plank. Let's hit that plank. Toe tap. Boom. Whew. Are you keeping those hips still? And if the plank is just not working anymore, you can always go onto the hands or put the hands up on a bench so the body's at a bit of an angle. But do your best. Keep those hips still. All right, plank punch, 30 seconds only, and then we get that sweet rest. We got this. Keep that rhythm up. Nothing too fast. Fight that imbalance. Oh, man. Right in time. Woo! Take 30 seconds. Oh. Good stuff, guys. Whew. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. 2 more blocks. No big deal. It's like finishing up a Lego set, which is always kind of sad, you know? But anyways, the squat matrix, or as I spelled it, the squat métrique. Grab that dumbbell if you want. Keep it close. Narrow stance. Here we go. Down for the squat. Up. Step it out. Whew. Up. Step it out again. Wide stance, toes out. Start to bring it in. Whew. Now, as I'm sure you've realized, the range of motion on this one and where you put those feet is entirely up to you. So just make those mental notes where it feels good, and we can do this again next time. But here we go. Split stance. This time I'm starting with my left foot behind me. I keep saying split stance. Why do I do that? Split squat. You're like, Andrew, I don't care. You know, I can see you. We're good. You're overthinking it, bud. Thanks, guys. I got your back too anytime. Whew. Flexing that glute at the top. All right, let's do some core. Let's do the alternating toe reach. Oh, sorry, the knee tuck. So get the knees in, put them away. Woo. Get it close. Whatever tempo works for me as well. But in 10 seconds, then we're doing the alternating toe reach, I promise. Here we go. 2, 1. Alternating toe reach. This is pretty tough on my hip flexors right now. These guys right here. But I'm okay with that. Work is work. 10 seconds until I'm doing the squat matrix again, but with that bounce at the bottom. Here we go. 3 seconds. Up. Let's get on our feet. Squat matrix. Definitely more interesting than all the sequels of the original matrix, but that's okay. The original's where it's at. Whew. Up. That little bounce at the bottom does not have to be quick. Just think of it as a pulse. Oof, and then bring it up. Oh man, we only got 3 seconds. Here we go. Split stance with split squat with my right foot behind me. Low balance. Here we go. Again, you can do this without a dumbbell if you want. Way up to you. Making that body work. We're close. Let's not falter now. Stick with it. All right, let's do some core. Knee tuck. Down we go. And close and then away. Keep those hands on the ground for support. 10 seconds. And then I'm doing my final alternating toe touch. Here we go, 3 seconds. All right, reach for them. Let's do this, guys. We got our final 30-second rest coming up in 21 seconds. Let's work hard until we get there, and then make the most out of it. 7 seconds. 2, 1. Awesome. One more block. That's it. Woo, let's get some water. Let's I should have brought my beach towel. Man, I think that just made me more sweaty. That's okay. All right, 8 seconds. And then we're doing the old good morning. Body weight or with the dumbbell. Let's go. Slight bend in the knees. Big hinge. Perfect posture. Boom, flex the bum. Think of this as like a posture exercise. Well, that is, but you know what I mean. An exercise in keeping perfect posture. Feel those hamstrings get nice and taut. They're doing a lot of work on this one. Here it comes. The pulse. Keep that thing close. Wide stance. Point those toes out. Let's just bounce nice and gently down here. Whew. We got this, everybody. Not gonna have to do this much more in less than 10 seconds. We're gonna do the Russian twist on the floor. Here we go. 3, 1. Poof. On the ground. With or without the dumbbell. I'm gonna show you what it's like without. I'm gonna keep my legs up and just try to keep those legs as still as possible while basically touching the floor on either side. However, you don't have to touch the floor. Just make sure you're twisting the body sufficiently. Almost time for a pullover to a leg raise. Here we go. grabbing that dumbbell for this one. Or not, you can do it with body weight. But let's get the straight arm and the straight legs up, and then back down. Ah, man, I am ready for the end. Really trying my best to keep that lower back pressed down. It is so challenging though. I might have to lessen the range of motion. Oh, man. Woo. Good morning, guys. Let's get up. And I hope you're doing this exercise in the morning just for, like immersion in this whole experience. But now I'm thinking about a delish cup of coffee in the morning. Man, I can't wait. That's what's powering me up right now. It's just the thought of it. All right, let's do the final pulse. Big wide stance. Let's do it. A little bit of a bounce. I think I'm a bit deeper this time than I was last time. But do I regret it? No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir, Bob Dixon. I'm good. Oof. 5 seconds. Here comes the old Russian twist. 2. All right, I'm gonna do this one with the dumbbell. I'm gonna try to keep my feet up on this, although it ain't easy, but that's why I'm gonna do it. Those feet wanna go all over the place, but I'm slowing it down to try to keep them still. Whew. Oh man. Here comes the pullover. I'm just about out of gas. Let's do this final exercise, please. Straight arms, straight legs. Whew. We got this, everybody. I'm in it if you're in it. And man, I am in it. Oh. Whew. Right until the end. Here it comes. A few seconds away. Yes. Unreal, everybody. Woo! The glute caboose has left the station. Relax, put that thing down. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're gonna do some special glute stretches in just a moment. But for now, if you want to, just get the legs out in front. And just for a few seconds, let's just get our breath back and feel that nice tension on the back of the legs. But let's do it. We're gonna do something called a figure 4. So I'm lying back. I'm gonna put my right ankle on top of my left knee and then pull that knee into you. And make sure both knees are bent. I'll do that one more time. I've got my right ankle on top of my left knee, both knees bent. Hug that thing close to you, that knee. Oh, you should feel a stretch in your glutes. Other side coming up though. Any second. There it is. All right. So now I'm putting my left ankle on my right knee. Both knees remain bent. Bring that thing close to you. Oh, and just revel in that stretchy sensation. And watch those mosquitoes attack your eyeballs. Your eyeballs. Woo. Almost time to move on. Next one's gonna be the cobra. Stretch out some abs a little bit. Oh. Here we go. So I'm gonna lie on my stomach. Don't worry, we're not gonna do any more leg raises and all that stuff. Oh. But I am gonna try to look up and straighten my arms if it feels comfortable. And take deep breaths. If the straight arms isn't feeling good, just plop, just go down to the elbows. Eyes up. And take deep breaths. Really feel your belly expanding. About to do some child's pose. Here we go. All right. So let's get the hips close to the heels. Get those hands way away from you, and then just stretch those arms out. Push the forehead and the nose and whatever right into the mat, and just relax. Let all the muscles turn to mush. I keep looking up at you guys. There's no need to do that. Let's just chill. Deep breaths. Almost time to move on to our final not final stretch. So check it out. I'm in my push-up position. I'm gonna get my left foot pretty close to where my hand was. And then I'm gonna try to sort of get my hips closer that way. You can put your knee on the ground if you want to, but once it's here, actually, yeah, it's way better with the knee on the ground, forgive me. Get those hips forward and feel that nice stretch in the hip flexor. It's kind of hidden by this muscly thing right here, but it's the top of the quadricep. So flex the bum, keep that balance. You can hold on to something if you want, but let's switch sides. So I'm gonna do that same start though. High plank, get that foot up, ground the knee, way better. And then just get those hips forward. And this is the part of my leg that's getting all stretchy right now, but it's even better if I flex the bum, and then just feel it out. Whew, ride that wave. We've done all the hard work. We're almost done the stretch-roo. We got one left, and it's the bomb. Check it out. Let's stand up. Wide stance, slight bend in the knees, and then cross the arms, and let's just hang out. Take some deep breaths. Imagine those elbows weigh a lot. Push them down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Relax the neck. All that stuff. Almost time for the end. Love it. Guys, that was pretty wild. I hope your bums feel exhausted over the next few days. You know, mine certainly will. And, you know, we just kind of took care of business together. I wish I could think of all sorts of more motivational things to say, but I'm thinking about that morning cup of coffee. Man, life is good. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in to this workout. Hope the core is burning, hope the glutes are burning, hope you guys are happy. The endorphins are just like blasting through the system, just like caffeine in the morning. And guys, tell me all about the workout. Can't wait to do this again. As always, I'm Andrew, this is Friendly Fitness. You guys rock. Peace.